All right, students, we're going to try to go through question number 12 and see how far we get. So, the question says describe the relationship between the actions of FSH and LH in ladies' reproductive systems. So, we're just talking ladies here. So, obviously, in men's reproductive organs, this is going to be different. But anyway, here we're looking at FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. And so these are part of a group called the gonadotropic hormones. And what they do is they regulate the hormonal activity of the gonads. Okay, so all the tropic hormones have these jobs of activating another endocrine gland. So here, FSH basically does exactly what it says. It stimulates follicle development in ovaries. So follicles are these little cells here. They're groups of cells that end up maturing, growing, and getting more and more ready for the point of ovulation through becoming a mature egg. And you can see this progression right here. So, this development is guided by follicle stimulating hormone. The really cool thing about this is that as this egg is beginning to develop, it's going to be producing estrogen that's going to help mature it, okay, so that it can get ready for that ovulation. Then we look down here at luteinizing hormone. At some point in the cycle, in a month, the luteinizing hormone levels will rise, and that's going to trigger that ovulation of the egg that has been working on being matured. Okay, so ovulation is seen here where the egg is released from the ovary, and that is the job of luteinizing hormone. After that, ovulation happens. This follicle area, the reservoir that's left behind, develops a body called the corpus luteum. Okay, right here you can see that. That's why this is called luteinizing hormone, because it's responsible not only for ovulation triggering, but then developing this structure called the corpus luteum. And we don't really have time in the year to go into all of that. You can see on this slide the same thing as far as the hormone acts on the gonads of men, the testes, but it does different things. And so we won't cover that at this moment, but I will share this slide presentation with you guys at some point soon. This diagram is really cool, just tracking hormone levels throughout the days of a month in different cycles of hormone release and levels. So when you see this longer later on, you can study it. It's really interesting. Okay, next question, number 13. Explain what the name thyroid stimulating hormone says about its action. Well, the name speaks for itself, but I want to kind of go back here to the hypothalamus in the brain because we studied this as one of the anterior pituitary hormones when we were doing our reading and our note taking. And so, this pituitary gland here, the anterior pituitary, is going to release this thyroid stimulating hormone based on the instructions of the hypothalamus that's going to say, okay, time to release it because the body is needing what it's going to be sent to trigger. So, thyroid stimulating hormone does exactly that. It is one of the tropic hormones that stimulates the thyroid gland to release thyroid hormone. So, thyroid hormone has a really important job in the body. So, once it is released by the thyroid gland, then it's going to travel to its target organs all over the body. So, thyroid stimulating hormone does exactly what it says. It stimulates the thyroid gland to release its hormone. Okay. So, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please email me. We'll leave it there for right now.